When I'm ADHD. I'm gonna tell you right now. So when you're ADHD, uh, if something's out of place or missing. Unfortunately, my mind works differently than probably you think. I have to figure out where it's at, and I remembered where I put the battery. So, yep. So I apologize for cutting my stream short, but I had to, kind of figure out what the hell's going on with my stuff. You know how it is. I'm sure you guys do. I had people in here earlier. I'm throwing off the analytics, probably doing a one live stream, ending it, and starting back up. But sometimes you have to do that. So um, nobody's here. I just talked myself, but that's all right. My battery, I used it to prop up a truck. Duh. But we got tires. I got two sets of tires here. There. All right. Hopefully people come back. I know it's Sunday, people go to church and everything else. I understand. People got church, they do, and things. I understand that 110%. So, there it is. Oh, better. I'm back, number one. Sorry about that. I did find a battery. See there? There's three of them. I put it underneath the flipping truck keep the wheels off the ground. I just quick did it last night. And I looked down and I said, oh shit, there it is. But I'm ADHD, so everything, I have to have everything just so. And if something's out of place, I got to figure out where it's at. And that's, where I was at. So, yep. Yeah, yesterday was kind of cool. I had people from Malaysia come in here, Indonesia. I've had people from Indonesia, Russia, all over. Russian people I kind of worry about, but try to be nice to everybody. You know. See here, I'm actually cleaning the tire with a paintbrush. But anyway, I got two sets of tires here, and shocks and everything. Because one of these sets are gonna go on my Jeep when it gets here. 1941 Willys, it'll be like that one there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the driver out of my Blazer for now, and put him in it. I was gonna order another driver. Trouble is, I can only get them from eBay, and I just don't want to buy nothing right now. It's too close to Christmas. So, but yep, there we are. That's flexing for you. Sitting on 3 inches on the front end, and you can see how far the back end has dropped down. Pretty scale. That's what I want. I want a scale look. Those that don't know, this has got billet aluminum axles front and rear from Endura. I just put new shocks on it. These are the coil. The spring is internally sprung shocks with 20 weight oil in them. So it's 4-link. Aluminum beadlock rims all the way around. Super Swamper tires, I should say. 21 turn motor. It has a gyro stabilized steering system in it. Let's see here. Yeah, I built this off a legendary Grando kit. There's not much of the other Grando anymore. It's pretty much all gone. Short of the 4-link bars, that's the only thing that gives it away. Everything else has been changed. The frame rails are Grando, I should say. Everything else has been changed. It's Grando's a clone of the Axial SCX-10 too, so um, it's easy to get parts for it to do this, and this was done. The body is Proline. It's a Toyota 4Runner. The snorkel, mirrors, and roof rack system all come from the Grando. It's got aluminum high lift jack on it, and I got cargo boxes, traction mats sitting up there, and stuff like that. The lights in the front work. It's got a full light kit in the body. The winch on the front, that's a functional winch that does work. So it's got everything in it. I've been playing around with springs mounting and spring lengths to get it this way. Now it's sitting 3 inches. And 3 inches of battery in the front, and all the wheels are touching. All the wheels are touching. You can see how much it's flexed down. So, yeah, new to my channel would help me out. Help me out a lot. Could you please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future updates? I am so close to another milestone. With you guys' help, I can hit it. I'm really close, really super close. So if you guys haven't subscribed, please do. This is for my next project. I actually got 2 sets of tires sitting there. There's 2 sets because I got to have a spare, but these are going to go on my next project I got coming. These are actually going to be the shocks because it's a leaf spring truck, and I got adapters there for the axles. So I got a JJRC 41 Willys coming. This is a Rock Hobbies 6 scale 41 Willys sitting in the back there, and I got it's a 10 scale, the one that's coming. So I'm gonna try everything I can to make all this stuff fit on it. I want to build a what you see out in, if you go do videos on YouTube and you go to, like, you see flat fender meets out in Utah and all that. That's what I'm doing. I want to build a truck like that as a trail truck, and not really a big rock crawler, but you know what I mean. I don't really have the rocks here to do rock crawling. This is actually a trail truck. So it has a 2-speed transmission in it, gyro stabilized steering system in it, whole 9 yards. So yeah, so this is an actual trail truck. Then if you go down there, I got my 7th scale FMS Toyota Land Cruiser. And I got my Traxxas TRX4 Blazer sitting there. And up there I got my Capra 124 scale. Then over here we got the FMS Pro Edition, limited edition 18th anniversary truck. It was just on sale on Amazon they had 20% off it. It's a 199 truck. This one here has some modifications onto it. I put different tires and wheels, shocks, drive shafts, and it's got rock sliders. Other than that, it's still got the Outrunner brushless system, and everything it come with. You can pull that cap off if you don't like the cap on it, and they give you a roll bar. You can actually order a light kit and put overhead lights on it. Trouble is, you pull that cap off, the back of the cab is all solid blue, so there's no back window, unless you can find some way of getting the black and make you a window a sticker to simulate a window. It doesn't look right, so I just left the cap on. There's 4 screws and that cap will come right off. So behind is 41 Willys. You guys want to see it, just comment and I'll get it out, move it around so you can see it. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future updates. It'd be awesome. Helps me out. You can see this truck here sitting on about 3 inches off the ground, the wheel is, and it's not touching. Then the back end is still on the ground. You see it's stretched out. This thing's got metal drive shafts in it, 25 kilogram servo steering servo. It's overclocked. In other words, the BEC voltage is cranked up on it. It's running 7.4 volts to the servos. These servos will take it, so I cranked the voltage up on it. So it's really strong and fast. This thing has a crazy turning radius. The wheels will almost do a 90-degree turn if you turn them sharp enough. So these are Endura, all metal axles underneath it. You can kind of see them there. See them in the back. They're metal axles, really good axles too. When I put them in there, though, I had to re-gear the pinion. I had to drop the pinion two teeth down to make it perform right. So that's something I had to change on the drivetrain. Just change the pinion, drop it down 2 teeth. But on that, it all worked out. So then behind, I know a lot of people like seeing this thing. I like it. I think it's cool. I'll get it out for you guys. Move this out of the way. We can get this out of the way. Right there it is. My 41 Willys. There you go. Here's my 41 Willys. 6 scale. And if you look at these tires, right there. But the trouble is, to make it work out in these fender wells, I suppose you could use those tires if you wanted to. Put these tires underneath it. But I'd want to go a bigger tire, but this is pretty much stock. The only thing I have done to it is went through the differentials and make sure they're greased, and went through the shocks. It's still got the original skinny tires on it and everything. I got a light kit coming for it for the tail lights, because for some reason I keep making them, they don't hold up. So I ordered an actual kit that will plug into it, and it'll bring the tail lights and the marker lights to life. The anti-aircraft light here does work. The headlights work. Whole 9 yards. So yeah, this is a 41 Willys. I got the engine bay kind of detailed on it. I got a little bit more work to do on it. You can see that. This has a canvas top, which is an option. You can put the bows up, and the canvas top goes over. The Soldiers don't come with it. I've had them. These are Elite Force Soldiers, and they're highly detailed. Sometimes this brings out, there you go. You can see them a little better now. Yeah, if you can, it'd be awesome. Can you subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates? It helps me out, you know, helps YouTube know where to go with me, basically. You know, if my channel's doing good, I'm getting likes and everything else, they will, you know, push it out there more, too, for other people to see. So, but if, subscriptions are free. Liking is free. It doesn't cost nothing. It doesn't cost nothing to do a comment. Thanks for the 5 thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's all loaded up. Between them is their guns. You can kind of see a gun sitting down in there. Those are guns. He actually, the way I got him, he's got a tie wrap on his hand. When the wheel turns on this, so his arm kind of moves a little bit when you turn the wheel. So that's why there's a little black tie wrap right there. Yep, the steering wheel works. You can see the detail right down to his blue eyes. Those are metal helmets they're wearing in the whole 9 yards. The fur collar, look at the collars, look at the stitching. Where everything's made. There's a canteen. canteen. One's got a soldier, a shovel, and stuff like that. So shovels and an axe. Right down to the buttons. It would be those buttons were there for. They had a snap-on half door that would go on the real Jeeps. That's why those buttons are around there for. Grab handles. That's so if they got stuck, they'd get a couple soldiers on each side. They could almost pick these things up. That's what the handles are for. They had a floating rear axle. This is a. They say it's a 41, but realistically, this is a 1942, an early 42. There's things that distinguish it differently from a 41. 41 had a grill that was made out of pieces of steel, just look like a handmade grill in it, where this has got a stamp grill. And the 41 in the back corner, on the back corner of it, was stamped right in about where that door for the electrical cord is at, was stamped Willys. And then the military says, no, we're not advertising for you guys. That we're buying these vehicles under contract, and we don't want nothing to advertise them. And so they didn't. And the 41 also, you see how this has this number on it and the badge. Okay, all these badging. The 41, this was like a bluish gray, and their idea was it wouldn't show up good on camera. So they did that. They didn't want it the bright color like this one is. Well, realistically, it showed up on camera, so it didn't work. So they just went to these. So about 42. So 41, 42, they used a four-cylinder Kaiser four-cylinder motor in them. Right down to the wheel placement is correct on this, where the axle here lines up with just behind this light. That is 100% accurate. These little buttons you see on the rim, the real Jeeps had them on there, and with those four, they were split rim. So if they had to change a tire, they just take the bolts, take the wheel off, take the bolts off, and split the rim in half, change out a tube or whatever, and then put it back in and put it back together and air it up. And that's why you see the dimples on the rims right there. Them are like almost like carriage bolts heads, if you know what those are. Yep, and the shovel. So they got a strap on them. You see the strap right there. They got straps. Shovel actually's got a hole through the head of it, which is right. That way they could run the strap through there to hold it into the holder. These are got metal holders actually. And you can see a holder right there, and then that one right there. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool Jeep. Then I got a radio system right there in his duffel bag, and the seats are padded. They actually got a padding to them right here. That's the actual soft. I mean, not the Manners, these are just action figures, but they're soft padded. The steering wheel turns with it. The gauge is all detailed. It has a gauge. You can kind of see the speedometer and all the switches and everything right there. So it's all detailed. These brackets here, the idea of them were they had fold-out windshields, so if they needed to drive and shoot, they could loosen the brackets and tip the windshield out and shoot through the windshield. So just the only thing that's missing is those little brackets that hang down. But I imagine somebody with a 3D printer is probably going to come up with something like that. Then here's a mirror. That mirror is right. It's the only mirror they had on it was on that one side. If you notice, there's no gas fill because in order to fill this up, the driver sits on the gas tank. It's underneath him, so underneath the driver's seat, you can kind of see that rounded area. That would be the gas tank. So they didn't have a gas fill on here. You had to tip it up to see to put fuel in it. So then these brackets here, that's for your like for me to put the top in, it would go right there. This top, I could take it off and put it in there. So the only thing it's not accurate. This has a 4-link suspension in the back and it has a 3 in the front. These originally were a Leaf Spring trucks, so but if you don't point it out, people won't know. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. I'll answer them. I'll talk to you. I'm not a, you know, I don't ignore people in the chat. So, yeah, this is a 40. They say 41. I guess I'll call it the 41, but it's realistically it's not. It's a 42. So, and it does come with a jerry can and a spare in the back as well, spare tire. So you do get a spare tire with it. This is my 3-battery display here. And you can see how the front flexes now. Tire's not touching. You can see the metal drive shafts underneath it, and metal axles, and 4 links. Frame. There's shock. You notice it's tilted back, it's not straight up and down. Silver bead locks with Super Swamper, Intico Super Swamper. These are the IROCs, they call them. Tires, they're about $60 a pair. These tires here, right there, I originally had these tires on it. You can see right there. That's why there's 2 sets here. I had originally ran them on my Blazer as well. They work actually pretty good for the money, but yep. I appreciate you guys coming in. I'm going to probably limit this one today to a half hour. And I'm not going to, I won't do another live stream today, I don't think. This will be it. There's a Blazer, Traxxas Blazer, and there's my Toyota FJ40. Like I say, I got another 41 Willys coming, and these are going to be the shocks for it. It's a Leaf Spring truck. There's the adapters, and I'm going to take 4 of these tires and put these on it. I'm going to make it more of a modern, old school crawler like they use out in Utah right now. So you can see how it sits when it's not flexed out. That's all done with changing shock settings and angles, and I changed the springs in the shocks as well. So let's see, back there says my Soldiers one. Summertime I have these on a shelf out in my garage, but winter months I bring them inside. I got 2 sets of those tires. There's a fair amount of money sitting there in tires. These shocks are off a Tamiya semi-trailer. I'm going to see if I can make them work. They're fully extended right now. I'm going to see if I can make them work on that. You see, they've got oil in them, so. But all right, guys, I'm backing out of here for the day. I'm not getting the people coming in. I'm throwing the analytics off and everything else. Normally, I do a live stream this time of day. I get 1,900 within an hour. So I'm gonna just back out of here for the day. I want you guys to have it all. Enjoy the rest of your day, and God bless. And hug a family member and talk. Be nice to people. and see what happens. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here for now, and goodbye for now, and God bless.